Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to deliver your September 2016 mid-month readings. As you can see from my background, I am back at my home base after having spent the last month in Eastern Europe. But as those of you who continued to follow me know, I continued to post and work with clients while I was gone anyway. And what fun that was, kind of different energies. So thank you for continuing to watch and listen and follow and subscribe to my channel. Your support and feedback means a great deal to me. And as I always say, keep those comments coming. I so very much love to read how things play out in your lives connected to the readings, for those of you for whom they resonate. These are, of course, general readings. So and if this is your primary sun sign, and this is for Sagittarius, it may or may not resonate for you during the mid-months. I suggest you also check your rising and your moon sign as well. You may find that they resonate a little more predictively for you this time. Or if you're like me, you may find that each of your signs, sun, moon, and rising, play out more predictably for you in different areas of your life. So try to check all three to get as clear as many pieces of the puzzle as you can to kind of put the picture together. Thank you. Always a special thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings, which are my favorite things to do. And thank you for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, you can click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, which will give you a little information and detail about myself, the services I offer, and my contact information, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I do readings full time, so I'm able to get back with you quite quickly and schedule a reading in a pretty timely fashion. I'm always asked about turnaround time, and it always varies. It can be anywhere from a couple of days, because I always have client reschedules, up to 2 weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time. Recorded readings seem to get out a little faster because there's no coordination of time and time zones, but I do offer phone and Skype readings as well. So if you're interested, send me an email and we will go from there. I would be delighted to work with you. And thank you too to my regular clients for your consistent feedback as well. I so very much appreciate it. So moving right along, I am continuing to use my beloved Gilded Tarot deck by artist Ciro Marchetti. And even though we're focusing more on the last couple of weeks of September rather than the month in its entirety, I'm still going to be using the same 8-card spread with an additional 9th card representing your overall, a crowning card representing your overall energy and advice for the remainder of September 2016. So let's get right into this. This reading is for Sagittarius, September 2016 mid-month. Sagittarius 2016 mid-month. God, Spirit, Angels, Guides, show me the energies for the fire sign of Sagittarius for the remainder of September 2016. Sagittarius, September 2016 mid-month. What does the remainder of September 2016 hold for the lovely fire sign of Sagittarius? That's it. Okay, Sagittarius. We begin with the 7 of Cups, followed by the Ace of Cups. Feeling a little giddy, some of you? We have the Page of Cups, followed by the 9 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Wands, followed by the Knight of Wands. And sorry about that, I just kind of had to assimilate the messages. And at or towards the end of September, we have the 10 of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Pentacles. And from the bottom of the deck, your crowning card representing overall energy and general advice is the 6 of Wands. Victory and Triumph is your crowning card. Let me just take a look at this. Interesting reading, Sagittarius. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to begin with your crowning card, actually. Great card. Your crowning card representing overall energy for the next couple of weeks and advice is the Six of Wands. This is a card of triumph, success, and victory. As you can see from the image on this card, this man is riding back into town, and I say back because otherwise, who is he? What has he gone off and done, and why is he receiving recognition and praise? He went off to do something. He had a mission or a quest or something he needed to achieve, perhaps something he needed to struggle with, and he was successful, and he is riding back into town triumphant, and the crowds are giving him or acknowledging him. They're giving him praise and cheers and accolades. This is a card that also represents being singled out and recognized for your achievement in something, but it does represent triumph, success, and victory over something, I feel, or in what you're, I mean, some of you, this is going to be triumph and success in something you're working at, just achieving. Well, I guess we're all working at achieving something. Some of you, this is triumph and success that comes after struggling with something as well. And for some of you, it could mean that perhaps you're being you know, publicly in some form or another recognized for your work, your achievements, and your success in something. We do have three Pentacles cards. We have three Wands card as well. This can point to tangible job, money, resources, assets. Wands governs creativity, career, and projects as well. So for a lot of you, this could represent something to do with your job, your career path, something, you know, in the creative and tangible world. For some of you, this could represent a love relationship as well. We do have that Ace of Cups. We do have three Cup cards as well. So a pretty even scattering, everything except Swords, which governs thoughts and ideas. So perhaps those are flying out the window for the remainder of September, Sagittarius. And it looks like it actually from the beginning of this reading, because we find ourselves in the middle of September 2016 with the Seven of Cups, followed by the Ace of Cups. I'm just noticing now that there's no Swords cards in here. There's nothing from the suit that governs ideas and thoughts and mental processes. Not to say that you don't have any, but it's just not, it's all about building, manifesting, creativity. For some of you, it's just job and work and career and love. But so we begin with that Seven of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So the Seven of Cups, Cups is governed by the element of water. So Cups is a suit that's about that watery, fluid world of feelings and emotions and relationships and love. And the Seven of Cups can be a card of being kind of scattered, being kind of all over the place, having too many options, trying to consider too many options, not all of which are actually realistic or reality-based. It can be the card of fantasy and illusion and distraction. I'm just getting kind of the strong feeling, Sagittarius, and I'm laughing because it feels almost whimsical and cute. This kind of sensation of just kind of giddiness almost. It's as if something has happened. Well, this is paired. Let me just move into what it's paired with. That Seven of Cups is paired with the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups can represent new love, meeting somebody new, falling in love, feeling like you're falling in love. It can represent new emotional beginnings in some ways. And again, there's a lot of you watching. Everybody has different things playing out in your lives. It's a general reading, so it's going to split off into a variety of stories. But I think for a lot of you in the relationship department, you have met somebody new. You feel like you're falling in love. There's this new beginning in love, which you know, has the promise and sparkle and potential to play out into, you know, a variety of wonderful things. Maybe not all of them are realistic or reality based, but that's kind of what happens when we fall in love. It's kind of that childlike, giddy, kind of everything all over the place kind of energy, but in a really lovely, delightful sort of way. And it feels like that's where a lot of you are in the middle of September 2016. Now, for those of you for whom this is not a relationship reading or does not resonate as a relationship reading, it may resonate for you in whatever this new beginning is, this new pathway that has you so beside yourself with emotional happiness at the potential that it contains. This, for some of you, could have have something to do with your career path, projects, because we have 3 Wands cards here, which is governed by fire, but it's a suit that governs creativity and manifesting and building. So it can have something to do with you know, creativity, creative projects, art stuff, your career path. Somehow something new has opened up, a new pathway has opened up. We have 3 Pentacles too, which is you know, governed by earth, which is often money, finances, job, career, property, assets. Again, however it plays out specifically for you, there's a new pathway opening, and the potential of it and what you may be considering. It could be this, and it could be this, and it could be other, and it could grow to be this and this and this. It feels like you're kind of all over the place. And I typically, with the 7 of Cups, tell people, you know, maybe you should rein it in, do your research. The 7 of Cups also has the energy of things not always appearing to be as they're presented to be, because every single one of these 7 goblets is filled with potential, but they're all perfect and they're all beautiful, which of course is not reality based. But I feel like for the majority of you, it's actually fairly harmless. It's just that something has come in and you're at that place, that giddy kind of place where anything is possible and everything is possible. Again, some of you love and relationships, meeting somebody new, falling in love. For some of you, it's some new pathway, some new beginning, which has opened up in career, in some kind of artistic project. For some of you, it's new job, promotion, new money, money coming in, perhaps a gift of resources somehow, the loan coming in on buying your first house. I mean, however it works out for you, the energy remains the same, and it just feels kind of all over the place, but in kind of a lovely sort of way. Now, right next to that, we have the Page of Cups, followed by the 9 of Pentacles. So the Page of Cups, pages represent the youngest and least mature energies of the tarot. The energy is sometimes a little childlike because of this. It can represent children or young people, messages or receiving a message. But it's a very kind of young, enthusiastic, emotional kind of message too, because it's the Page of Cups. So the message that he would be delivering would be very emotional. It could be about love, but it's exuberant and enthusiastic. And again, I feel like it's all tied in with this 7 of Cups energy and this Ace of Cups energy. It's like something comes in, some kind of message, some kind of news, information that opens up a whole brand new pathway that just has you beside yourself with a happiness, again, at the potential of it, because it's an ace, so it's about being at the beginning of something new that has a lot of potential in it, that you see as having a lot of potential, and it's coming from this message, and it's emotional. For some of you, again, it's love and relationships. It's somebody declaring themselves to you, perhaps, or you declaring yourself to somebody else. And it's paired with the 9 of Pentacles, which can be a card of success, abundance, prosperity, but almost in a kind of being single kind of way, because it's also about independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment. And it's often, not always, but often viewed as the single person who's quite happy to be single. They're very, you know, they're successful. They've built up a good, solid, stable foundation for themselves, and they're really happy and content in their lives. If they are single, because it's the card of an independent, self-sufficient person or a woman, as is depicted on this card, although it could also represent you if you're a male. So paired with this message, it could be, I mean, that, you know, this could split off a few different ways. Sagittarius, it could be that you're receiving this message or this declaration of love somehow from somebody who perhaps has been alone for a long time and has made the decision to not be alone anymore. It could be that this message, this new beginning, this new love, this new person, however it plays out, comes in, and you represent the energy of the 9 of Pentacles, and it makes you feel like, okay, I'm ready to not be alone anymore, to not be single. I no longer want that life, and you're just kind of all over the place about it. For career and job, the energy still remains the same. There's some kind of message coming in, opening up a new pathway, but the promise and potential that this leads to is the energy of the 9 of Pentacles. Whatever opportunity, whatever new pathway has opened up, part of the potential of it that has you so happy is the ability, the resources, or the potential to create this Nine of Pentacles energy for yourself to be independent, self-sufficient, self-empowering, financially stable, financially independent, and financially comfortable as well. So it's just a great, beautiful message altogether. And it represents, and this message coming in is attached to an offer, and for you it represents being able to lay a burden down, some kind of heaviness or challenge or just long, hard slog of something, being able to lay it down finally. That's what this offer coming in represents. Because next to that we have the Ten of Wands paired with the Knight of Wands. So a lot of fire energy there because the Suit of Wands is governed by fire. It's often about, you know, career, creativity, projects, especially artistic projects. Tend to represent the end of cycle, the culmination of something, the coming full circle. So the Ten of Wands would represent coming to the end of a burden that you've been carrying. As you can see depicted on this card, this man is carrying this load of 10 wands. It's very heavy. It's so heavy that he actually can't even stand up straight. He's bowed over by the weight of it, but he's been carrying it successfully, but he's at the end. You can see his head is up and he's looking out. He's looking out at his destination, at his end goal, that place where he can finally lay this burden down, this challenge, whatever it is that he's been dealing with, working with, or struggling under for a long time, and be able to lay it down, stand up, take a deep breath. So whatever this message is coming in, it's attached to an offer that for you represents the end of this burden of some kind, because that Ten of Wands is paired with the Knight of Wands, which represents, it can represent a couple of different things or both. Knights are the bringers of the tarot. They are the deliverers because they are the ones that were sent out on missions and quests. They're achievers. They're here to deliver results and to bring things. They can often represent offers, offerings, opportunities, something being brought to you. And this Knight of Wands, out of all four of the Knights, the Knight of Wands is the fastest, the most spontaneous and impulsive because he's governed by fire. So as an offer and opportunity, it's coming in quite fast, and it can represent a situation that's moving quite fast as well. And both of these things, an offer comes in very fast. It's a fast moving sort of energy, but there's a lot of fire, passion, enthusiasm with it, and it represents again, what this represents or contains the potential of is the ability to be able to lay down this Ten of Wands energy, whatever that represents for you. And it feels like the situation's moving very fast. Now we find ourselves, at or towards the end of September 2016, perhaps going into just the beginning of October, Sagittarius, with the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Pentacles. Great combination of cards. The Ten of Pentacles, again, you have another 10, and it's right next to the Ten of Wands as well. The end of a cycle, the culmination, the coming full circle. And in this one, it's in the Pentacles suit. Pentacles is governed by earth, and it's often, it's about things in our earthly, material, physical world, tangible things we can see and touch and feel. And it often points to like money, finances, resources, property, job, career, etc. You can apply the same energy to love and relationships and spirituality, but even there it's tangible energy or tangible results of the efforts we put into those areas of our lives. The Ten of Pentacles can represent family estate, family business, family money, because it has a strong theme of home and family, of roots to it. It can also represent that whatever is coming in not only benefits you, but has a benefit for your family somehow, or those in your closest sphere, perhaps people you take care of or help. It can represent the success, financial success, but in a stable, long-lasting, rooted kind of way, because this is the full culmination of something, the full coming circle, coming around, where the puzzle pieces all kind of come together. It can represent, for some of you, what's coming in. It could be, again, in job and career. It could represent Maybe some of you getting an unexpected lump sum of money from family estate or something being settled, family business. It could represent starting your own business and it's just taking off. Again, the story can play out in a lot of different ways. It could represent getting a promotion at work that comes with a significant raise, and it looks like it has a lot of potential to build a lot of stability for you moving forward as well. And it's paired with the Page of Pentacles. The energy of the Page of Pentacles is kind of at the beginning of the path because he's a page. He's still kind of young and inexperienced. He's at the beginning, but he's at the beginning of the path of just coming to a deeper understanding and awareness of the physical and tangible material world, and just beginning to understand and learn how to really navigate that. And it feels like whatever it is that's coming in, you're still learning about this, and at the end of the month, it's actually, for some of you, it's going to be learning how best to, who have something coming in, something rather significant coming in money and finances. It's about learning what to do with it. How do I, if I'm going to invest this, how do I invest it wisely? Kind of educating yourself and seeking help and being educated in what to do with it and what's the smartest way to do it. And it could be, again, some of you may be starting your own business. Some of you may be getting into your first home. It could be, again, family estate, family business stuff. And I feel like it's it's the energy of the Page of Pentacles. About learning what to do with this Ten of Pentacles energy, this Ten of Pentacles abundance. For some of you, this Page of Pentacles is going to represent receiving a message, again, that leads to this energy of the Ten of Pentacles, this very abundant, prosperous, successful, long-lasting, a stable foundation in the tangible concrete world. Again, it could be money, and it could be that what's coming in, this message, you have a message that you're getting, again, a lump sum of money or a piece of property or something, which creates a sense of financial stability and rootedness for you, which echoes and pairs with that Nine of Pentacles energy quite well. You guys will have to update me and give me some feedback on what this is for those of you for whom it resonates, because it feels like something's just coming in. You're getting messages, and it's about, you know, this abundance and prosperity or money or property perhaps, and you're just kind of all over the place, but it feels like it provides you with this sense of physical, tangible, and for some of you, financial stability finally, which allows you to lay down a burden, and that burden possibly being, you know, just stress over finances being tight or not having enough money, or you know, a stable place to live or something like that. There's an offer attached in there somewhere in messages. So again, for some of you, this could be love and romance as well. But I'm feeling more strongly for the larger portion of you, it's more about, again, career path, projects, job, career. And for some of you, I think for a lot of you, there's some theme of family in there somehow, or it connected to family, gifts from family, or something which is quite beneficial to you in a very real and tangible way, but coming from family or family connection somehow. So that's pretty interesting. And overall, it's about triumph, success, and victory, because your crowning card is that Six of Wands. So it's almost like you've won or something. So you'll have to give me feedback on how that plays out for you. So a really interesting reading. A little confusing in places, but the energy is just very vibrant and happy and blessed, and there's a sense of relief in here too. Where that's coming from, I don't know, but that's what it feels like for some of you. So Sagittarius, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope you've I hope it's at least brought a smile to your face like it has to mine, and I hope that that those of you who have watched it, at least the majority of you, find it useful in some way. Thank you so very much for watching, Sagittarius. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, you can click on that little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage for more information. And you can always email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be happy to work with you. And I will see you all again, hopefully in a couple of weeks, for the October 2016 general readings. And until then, Sagittarius, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.